Hello you, it is me. And this'll just be a quick little video, but I'm trying to keep up, trying to do something at least every day or every other day because I don't know, I really like connecting with you guys and talking in the comments. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I was watching Radiant Brit, who just put out a video today. Gypsy Rose Blanchard buys a car and jeans with blood money from Dee Dee Blanchard, which is true. Any money that Gypsy has is from the books and the movies and whatever she's been a part of, TV shows. It is blood money, no doubt about it. But here's something that I thought was really strange. As Gypsy said that she learned to drive in December and in January, and now she's got her license, which that's great, you know. It's great when people get their driver's license. There's a real sense of freedom that you get once you get it. And, you know, she's been in jail for 8.5 years, so it's hard to get your license then. So, you know, good on her, I guess, for getting a license, although she's extremely inexperienced and doesn't seem to know how to do much. But the thing that was really alarming to me is she said that she was learning in December and in January. But in December, she was 9 months pregnant, or 8.5 months pregnant, whatever you want to believe. She gave birth on the 28th, so she says. How do you practice driving while pregnant? Because I remember when I was pregnant, I did most of the driving because I'm an anxious person and I don't trust other drivers much. But toward the last couple months, I couldn't really drive because my stomach was in the way. And I was too worried that if something happened, something might happen to the baby. I was very paranoid about it. So I stopped driving for a period of time before giving birth. And of course, I stayed home for at least the first 2 weeks or so because you're just trying to heal and get better and, you know, and take care of your child. But not Gypsy though. Not Gypsy. Gypsy was learning how to drive in December, gave birth, continued lessons in driving, and now she's got a license. So this is just one more thing she's been doing away from her child. She seems to do a lot of things away from her child. She does know that she has a child, right? I mean, she did mention Aurora in this little clip. But who learns how to drive at 9 months pregnant? Does that make any sense to you at all? Because it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Who takes driving lessons when they're about to give birth? I could understand, you know, maybe a few weeks or so after you want to take lessons and learn so that if there's an emergency, you can take your child to a doctor, to the hospital, wherever you need to go. Like, I get that. That makes sense to me. But she's doing it while being 9 months pregnant and then giving birth and just continues on with her driving lessons, and now she's got a license in February. How does that make any sense? Am I crazy? Because I don't know too many 8 or 9 month pregnant women who would want to drive. They're exhausted. And I don't know. It just sounds like more bullshit to me. That's what it sounds like. It's so aggravating to see this woman who planned for 2.5 years to murder her mother and pins it on a poor guy who is mentally handicapped, who takes the fall for her, and she's out here taking driving lessons while 9 months pregnant. You explain it to me because I don't understand it. Please, if you have any comments Or if you know somebody who drove all the way through, drove themselves to the hospital, which I know can be possible, but it's just a lot harder when you got the baby bump and you don't want to hurt it. It's precious cargo. I just don't understand how she took lessons while pregnant, and right after birth she's back on the move again. I mean, when does she spend time with her child at this point? If the child exists, when is she with it? And I say it because I don't know that I really believe it exists. But when is she with her daughter? When? She's doing all these other things, making all these other deals, flying to my hometown next week or whenever it is, doing interviews. When does she spend time with her daughter? What do you think? When do you think she spends time with her daughter? Ever? And we know that Ken is working, maybe. You know, is he just like a house husband? Like, if you were a house husband or, well, you know, a house dad, I would completely respect that, because that is taking care of your child, and that's important. That's just as important as going out and working. It's equal too, for sure. So is that his job, taking care of his child? I mean, is he door dashing? Who knows? But it all just seems very suspicious and stupid, as most of the crap that Gypsy talks about. But anyway, let me know what you think below in the comments. And that's all I've got to say.